Oh, and I forgot to turn my iPad on. Doggone it. Scatterbrain is tough to get old, y'all. Tough to get old. Mama, I'm going to come get you set up in just a minute. Raise your hand up, Mama. Yay, there's Mama. There's Mama's hand. Oh, have mercy. It's a good thing all of our...
Kittens holler.
Did y'all hear the kittens? I didn't hear. I didn't hear them. All right, talk to everybody.
Okay.
And I'll go see if I can get Mama set up over here to watch us.
Those little kitties that are out there, they're finally taming up some. I've been feeding them bread to make them get tame. And now, if they haven't been fed in a while, when I open that back door over there, they come running inside, but they're still on the wild side. Kayla picked up one today, but some of them will bite you, you know, and claw you, so you got to be careful. And when they get inside, it's like you just have to kind of wait for them to go outside or put gloves on and pick them up. So anyway, I was giving them a little treat, trying to tame them up, because we're going to try and cry and fusses when I say get rid of them. I mean to an individual that wants a cat. So we'll give them away, I guess I should say. So, oh, she's got it on there.
This is people making comments.
But anyway, Tommy's explaining how it goes on YouTube. Oh, where's my iPad?
iPad?
Yeah.
Oh no, where did you keep it?
I try and teach him how to set up for this, and you know, he always leaves me hanging there. I hope it's charged.
72%.
Yeah, it's charged. But anyway, so we've had a busy weekend. We made a quick trip down to Louisiana to get a table, and a big table, a little table, and my bed. So that was at Mama's house down there in Louisiana. So we did that yesterday. So it's just kind of been a whirlwind, been moving stuff around and everything and all. You want to give it to me? You got it? But anyway, I can't even, and the week has been a blur. I guess I've been trying to finish Christmas shopping. I think I went out twice. I've been on Amazon and just, anyway, I think I'm done. And so this should be more just getting Christmas Eve ready and Christmas Day dinner ready. I'm glad. But one thing I want to share with y'all, we do something a little different on Christmas Eve. When we moved up here to Mississippi, we did go back to Louisiana a few times and have Christmas there, as far as like with the kids and them getting their presents and everything. We always, of course, went home and had Christmas with the families and stuff, just not on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But so we were kind of just us here by ourselves on Christmas Eve. So my friend Therese has a tradition that they always had, like party food, like chips and dips and just different stuff like that on Christmas Eve, because then you had such a big meal on Christmas Day. So I started doing that. So this year, actually, Mama will be here, and then Julie will actually be up here on Christmas Eve. And y'all know Christmas Eve falls on Sunday this year, so we're gonna still go live. It's going to be a shortened show, so if you're not with your family or friends, you feel free to join us.
Join our family. Be our friend.
Yep, that's right. And anyway, so we have a few little things planned to do. It's going to be a shorter show, maybe 30 minutes or so. But anyway, we hope if you can, you can join us.
If you got something else to do, we understand.
That's right. That's right.
We would rather you do something else.
That's
that
right.
didn't come out right.
No, we just.
I mean, if you got family to be with, be with your family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what
we understand perfectly if we only have 10 people here, because that means you're celebrating with your family and friends. So, anyway.
Hey, Deb Ansley.
Hey, Deborah.
Deborah's watching, and Kel Russell is 1 p.m. in Australia. This is on Facebook. It says, how y'all doing this hot, sunny Monday? That's funny. Yeah, you're from the future, Kel. It's like you're from the future.
Hey, I want to remind y'all too, if y'all have any comments or questions directed at us, y'all please put them in all capital letters where we can, as we're scrolling through the feed, they'll jump out to us a little quicker.
Hey, Jay Blake, that's what I meant to say. Jake Blake, Coach Blake Smith. Kel Russell on Facebook, watching from hot sunny Monday, watching from the future in Australia, says, just a question, Tommy, do you get a small kickback if we watch here on Facebook, or is it better for you if we watch from YouTube? You know what? It doesn't matter. Whatever's best for you. There's no. We don't get anything. We don't get anything from Facebook. We don't get much of anything from YouTube. Yeah, but just yeah, there's a little bit. So if you would share the video on YouTube, that'd be great. But we don't. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm appreciative that you're so thoughtful to ask that question. But it doesn't matter. Whatever is a better viewing experience for you is what we prefer. Yeah. So.
But we do appreciate you asking.
And boy, the cats are just.
Yeah, Sugar Bear, it's okay.
Shug, I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't telling you to.
No, that's Jake. He's in the utility room. He wants to go outside because he knows I was giving the cats treats.
Yeah, but I heard the cats go meow.
Well, Blue went back there too.
Oh, they were wearing at him.
Yeah, Blue was trying to get.
Hey, Deep South, Bandana Grandma, Andy's.
I think my feed is frozen. What's the last? Who's the last one you have on there?
Oh man, I've got way more than that.
Yeah, mine's frozen. Okay, now they're going.
Yeah, maybe Pickers, that's good. If you would, well, thank you, Kel. I appreciate that. All caps if you've got a comment or question for us. But I promise you, that doesn't guarantee we're going to see it.
No, but we do. It is easier for us.
But it is make it easier. Well, Pickers asked that, if that was the case. And yes, we do appreciate it if you put questions or comments. Same thing on Facebook, although Facebook, the feed doesn't move like it does on YouTube. But still, if you've got a question or comment directed toward us, if you put it in all caps, it does help it stand out. And if we don't answer it, do it again. And if we don't answer it, do it again. And if we don't answer it, just forgive us, because sometimes it gets to moving pretty quick and we just miss it. And we're not trying to be ugly, unless you're trying to be ugly. But then our moderators will drop the band hammer and take care of that. So let me drop the volume on my phone. So let me ask you this. Do you want to talk about our trip? I know you mentioned it. And do you want to do this first?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to try something here.
Let me move this right here.
Patty wants to show y'all the favorite piece of furniture that we got. I heard her mention that we took a trip down to Louisiana and made a couple of furniture swaps. And she wants to show you the most meaningful, I guess, piece of furniture. So when I tell you, Patty, you're going to be good to go with this, and you just make sure you're looking through here.
Okay.
To tell them what you want to see, and you got a microphone and everything.
So I don't have to push any buttons or anything?
No, you don't have to push any buttons or anything. Okay. So we're fixing to try something here, a little piece of technology.
I'm going to turn this way though. You can see my messy bar. I've been cleaning it out, and I cleaned it out. And
oh, look, there you go. There you go.
Okay. This is my...
Wait. I hadn't got there yet.
Oh.
All right, now it's going to take up a bunch of CPU, but here we go.
Okay. Is it going?
Wait.
This is our first try with doing a remote camera.
Yeah, it's a first try. Let me see if maybe I didn't... Yep, I'm on the live, so give us just a minute, y'all. There it goes.
There it is. Okay, this was my mom and daddy's table and chairs.
Why? Because it's wobbly.
Oh.
That's not Patty's fault. This is new technology we're using here. It's just wirelessly connected to our to my iPhone.
I have a tablecloth on it, so to protect the table and everything, because it is pine, and so it's soft. You see the picture sideways. We haven't got a chance. I hung it up, but that was at my mom and dad's house too, and the cord broke. So anyway, we've got to rehang that. It's going to go right there. By the table. But this is one of the things that I just love. This was my pawpaw's. We call it a granite table. You know why we call it a granite table? Is that granite top, Mama? So it's a granite top on it, but it's not granite like they're doing kitchen counters now.
It's like it's just painted to look like granite.
No, it's some kind of
metal.
granite. But anyway, you see all this? I was telling Tommy, this is one of my most favorite parts of it, of this table, because this is where my papa sat, right, Mama? And ate his breakfast, and his lunch, and his supper.
Okay, hang on a second, Patty. Hang on a second. Yeah, we got a bad echo, so hang on.
Okay.
All right, let us know. Oops, sorry. Let us know now if you've still got an echo. Go ahead, Pat.
I was saying that this is where Papa sat, and so the finish, I guess some kind of granite finish, is worn off where he sat. So it's just a special table. I won't do anything to fix this. I may look and see if I can do something to preserve it where it won't come off more. But you can see it's not just chipped. It's actually worn from just many years. Papa died at 106. And so, how old do you think that table is, Mama? Did they have it when you were a little girl?
Still echoing. Hang on.
So, here's old Pete.
All right, how about now, guys?
Okay, you can change it back to the camera.
All right, well, so we got some experiment. We got to figure out some stuff.
That's probably because anyway, Mama said they had that table when she was a little girl. So that means that table, Mama's 94. So the table's close to 100 years old. So
it was given to them. It wasn't me.
Oh, really? It was given to them?
All right, so the echo should be gone now because I've turned off that camera. So doggone it, that's what you get for not experimenting. Mm-hmm. We should have done a live because I'm really not sure why.
So did y'all understand what I said? Tell me something's wrong with my iPad. Okay, maybe it's working now. But did y'all understand what I was saying about the table? If not, let us know. See, it still says 804 right there. Sorry, I'm having difficulties.
So tell again about the table.
Oh, Julie just texted me. She said he also cut up chicken every Sunday at that table to fry for lunch. So, but I guess y'all did understand me because Julie knew that I was talking about the granite table. Anyway, you know, that, oh, and she said that's what some of the marks are from on the table itself. But it's just special because those marks were from him, you know, and everything. And he was a really, really neat man. And Mama got it when he died, and so she's had it in her kitchen for a long time. And my sisters, neither one wanted it, so I wanted it. I'm the pack rat of the family. It's like I don't want to part with anything, so... Anyway,
y'all, I apologize for that echo, for that technical snafu.
But they said they could understand it.
Yeah, but I just hate it because I know it probably drove some people nuts. It would drive me nuts. But anyway, it's a neat little table. Hey, Dr. K. Dr. K in the house.
Hey there. You know, Bandana Grandma said...
Oh, wait, Doc. No, I'm kidding. Can you look at this?
You're bad. Give Dr. K a break, golly.
Yeah.
In fact, he's not Dr. K right now. He is Art.
Yeah, that's right. He's Art.
Yeah. Anyway, Bandana Grandma said yes, that Papa sat there and wrote it down, sentimental. That was one thing that was unique about Papa. Papa had like a 3rd, 4th grade education, and he couldn't really read or write hardly anything. He could read and write his kids' names and stuff, but as far as ever, you know, making any notes about, you know, writing stuff down, Papa didn't do that. But he also retired from Exxon, and he was a...
electrical supervisor.
Yeah, and he actually had, before that, he was in the pipe fitting, and he, whatever you call it, he had a crew under him. But he had his own way of doing all those figures and everything, and it worked. But, that was just amazing. And he said back then they called it Standard Oil, and this is in Baton Rouge, and isn't that right, Standard Oil?
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's Exxon Mobil today, and formerly Exxon, formerly ESSO, formerly Standard Oil Company.
But anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, he would go to the gate as the foreman and stuff would go in the gate. They would choose people to come in and work on
people
a crew.
People wanting a job, they'd go show up at the gate and just hang out there, but hoping to get hired.
Yeah, and Papa didn't get chosen right away. Papa was a little man. How tall was Papa, Mama? I mean, he was maybe like 5'2",
5'3", 5'4".
Mama, do you remember how tall Papa was?
No.
I mean,
but he was
short.
Yeah, he was.
And so he looked real small, maybe not as capable as some of the bigger guys or something. And so he finally got picked, and he had been retired when your daddy.
Wait! Don't say that. I won't tell that story.
But anyway, him and Tommy's daddy ended up knowing each other, and Papa would ask. Tommy's daddy was a heart patient, and let's see, was 30 years younger than him or something. And he would always ask us how the old man was doing, talking about Tommy's daddy.
Yeah.
So, Julie said he was 5'4". But
right. That's right.
But anyway, he worked. I guess was it 60 years? I don't know how long he worked up there, but he worked a long, long time. He actually invented a few things for Exxon, and got. I think the story was that he got $1,000, and they took a vacation. Because there were 7 kids, they didn't go on many vacations. So
yeah, because when you invent stuff and you're working for a company, it belongs to them.
Yeah.
You don't get the patent stuff when you're working for a company. But so what Patty's getting at is my dad passed away in 2005. He would be 95 in 2018. And in fact, he's the same age as Mama.
Same age as Mama.
My daddy and Patty's mom are the same age.
Just a couple of months apart, yeah.
And my dad retired from Exxon, I don't remember what year it was, but Daddy,
it was around 88, the second time.
Yeah, Daddy started as a machinist in a machine shop out there, and worked his way up. He was actually in the training department when he retired. They offered a bunch of their senior guys or senior people an early retirement package, and it was so attractive they all took it. And they kind of left them in a bind, and as I understood it, and so they offered to hire a bunch of other ones, offered some of them anyway, to come back working as contract employees. And Dad was one of the ones that took it, and he made like more money working 3 days a week or something than he did before he retired, and he did okay. But my point is that to really understand how old Papa Mr. Rowe was, that my daddy has been retired, 30 years?
Your daddy?
Yeah.
No, your daddy.
From today?
From today? Oh yeah, maybe today.
My dad's been retired from today, somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 years.
Yeah, because we've been married
30 years.
Yeah.
Right. So that's about right.
Yeah, because he retired shortly after we married.
Shortly after we married, is that right?
Or right around that time.
Yeah. So anyway, get this. My dad he's deceased, but he's been retired from Exxon in the neighborhood of 30 years. Papa Mr. Rowe retired from Exxon before my daddy went to work there.
Is that the way it was?
Yeah, he went to work he retired before my daddy went to work there. He was already retired.
It was amazing, but he was a very, very, very smart man.
Okay.
Wholesome Root said a while ago, my hair looked nice tonight. Thank you very much. It's because I just got out the bathtub. It's wet. So it's just, I was running around. So Why does it do it like that?
I don't know. It must have figured that it was
A spam or something?
It might have been a spam comment. Who is that? Is that
That's Wholesome Roots again, yeah.
Said that the anniversary for the dog attack, which was on the 9th, was their subscription anniversary for us. Appreciate that.
And also, Bandana Grandma and somebody else said they were going to ask the same thing. I don't remember who that was, about the train whistle. That's my text message notification. So Julie had texted me those two things a while ago about how tall Pawpaw was and everything.
Did you turn it off?
I did.
Make it silent?
I did.
Okay.
After the second time.
Evie's watching. Robbie West is
Evie's
watching.
Hey, Evie. That's my other sister, Evie.
Yeah.
And hey, Robbie.
Evie. And Charlie Lockwood. And Tank, we are going to put handrail down the stairs.
Yeah.
We just hadn't got to it yet.
Yeah. And we're going to put 10 up too, but
yeah.
He hadn't done it.
Oh, that's something I should have taken pictures of. I went and tore down the outhouse today.
Yep.
This afternoon.
Yeah, and it some of the wood is good, so we're gonna.
I hope, and it's amazing. 2x4s that are 3 inches thick.
They're really. I mean, yeah, they're just like I said. Oh, I said, now that's some true 2x4s, and Tommy said, this is 3x4s.
At least, I mean, just big.
We need to measure them.
Yeah, I really do.
That would have
Why
been
didn't I think about that?
I don't know. Well, why don't you run over there and get a picture right quick? Just teasing.
I can go get one while you talk.
Okay.
All right. I'll be right back.
Get a flashlight. You want my phone? Get your phone.
Yeah, I can just bring my phone.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Carol says, Carol Henna said, do we have a favorite Christmas memory from our childhood? Now, y'all make me get upset. My sisters are both watching too. I don't have a lot of memory. I mean, I do. It's not really a memory, it's a smell. It's the smell of Christmas, the toys, the way they smelled. Mama never wrapped my presents or anything. She just set them out under the tree. And the smell is I'm sorry. I'll have to tell y'all why I'm getting upset. There's a few people on here that know. Oh, this is awkward. I'll let Tommy tell y'all. Anyway, so the smell, and one Christmas that was really bad was when it was after we were married. We were living here, and I always liked to surprise the kids, and we did do Santa Claus. Had we been born again before we started having kids and did the whole Santa Claus thing, we might not would have done that, because I wouldn't want to have lied to my kids, so I just kept the lie going, without being too outlandish. But anyway, different people feel differently about it, and whatever your view is, I'm fine with it. But that's just the way we did things. But anyway, it was Corey's last Christmas to probably believe. The rest of the kids didn't believe anymore, but it was going to be Corey's last Christmas. And in our trailer, our bedroom was on one end, and the kids' bedroom was on the other end. Well, the living room was closest to my bedroom, and the foyer was right there. And so I had the Christmas tree somewhere up in there. Well, the kids knew better. They woke up in the middle of the night. I think Cameron woke up first, and he went and woke up all the rest of the kids. And so they were in there sneaking. I wrapped their presents because it makes it take a little longer instead of just walking out and seeing everything. So I would wrap each present. Anyway, I woke up petrified because instead of turning the lights on, they turned the Christmas tree on just to have a little bit of light. And so I woke up to this red glare. Well, it startled me and scared me, and I heard them there. And so I fly out of bed and I start hollering, "Y'all ruined Christmas! This is his..." And all this. No, the kids will remember that. It's so good, and I still feel guilty about it because I really acted so ugly. But I was so mad. Y'all ruined everything. So, anyway, go ahead.
All right, so I couldn't.
There's a bug.
So I couldn't get one of the 2x4s because they were under the bottom of the pile. But this is one of the side pieces. So this was like a wall piece. They were vertical on this 2-seater outhouse. But, look at this. Now look at how thick this board is.
with my hand.
Especially up here.
Yeah.
Where's your tape measure at?
Oh, yeah. It's 2 knuckles. That's how I measure when I go to Home Depot. The men think I'm crazy.
It's a 2 knuckle. Yeah, I need one of them 2 knuckle boards.
I really did take a picture of pipe.
So this is not the 2x4, the 3x4.
Well,
measure up here.
It's one line past 1.5.
Really?
So that's not. So
no, but that's a true 1 by. You know what I'm saying? That's what they.
Yeah. And it's about 11.5 inches.
So it's heavy. But anyway, I probably got
Show
about.
them that end, how it's rotted.
It's
rotted down here.
That was down on the ground at the bottom.
But see, it's still hard. Oh no, that's not hard. It cracked.
So I'm going to try to let it dry out. And then we'll cut. You know, we don't know what we're going to do with it, but we might make little decorative things.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to make, like, instead of having tables by the side of my bed, I'm going to actually have, like, a table that's going to be attached to the wall. And I'm going to probably cut about this much of it, and I'm going to come out with a shelf, and I'm going to have a light that's going to come out right there to read by. And I'm going to have, like, a shelf on it where I can have my phone and my book and stuff like that. But, I think that'll look cool. I'm going to wash it good and maybe, you know, it's kind of green. I don't know. Let me clean it up.
I got about 8 or 10 of these. Okay, bye.
You're not going all the way back over there right now,
No,
are
I'm
you?
not going all the way back over
Okay.
right now. All right.
What, Mama? That was Tommy. Yeah, that's really cool, and it really is heavy. I didn't even go over there with him because I probably wouldn't have been any help. So, hey, North Dakota Pink. Oh, it's a 2x12. They don't measure to the full measurements. Oh, okay. Well, but it was the old wood. Like the 2x4 was bigger than our measurements and everything. Yeah, I can make a small plaque. Yeah, there's lots of things we can do.
Yeah, David, I brought the outhouse in.
Yeah.
A piece of it anyway. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Tammy.
I had told you that,
Leanne.
no, I forgot who asked it, but, about our favorite childhood memories, for Christmas. Do we have a favorite Christmas memory from your childhood?
I mean, shoot. We had a white Christmas that I can remember, I think.
I don't think we did, baby.
Well, that's probably when you were too little to know.
That's true. You are much older than me.
I'm much older than you. But, yeah, I mean, my dad surprised me with a Remington 12-gauge shotgun. It probably was my favorite ever Christmas gift, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had to think about that.
I remember one year I got puppets. Miss Charlie McCarthy. And I forget the little redheaded one's name. Not a boy one, a girl one that was redheaded.
One of my favorite is I was a teenager, but I really don't want to. I don't want to go into it because I don't know that we may have. I don't want to spoil anything.
Oh well, I haven't spoiled it. If there was anything to spoil.
No, probably not. Oh, maybe you did.
Because that's we're talking about one's believing and some not. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I hope I didn't spoil nothing.
Ooh. Well.
Uh-oh.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Oops. Oops.
Yeah.
Patty, what's the best size raised beds for a garden?
Well, wait a minute. I started to talk about the Christmas thing, and so then I started crying.
Why?
Talk about that's my favorite memory. I mean, or you know, I do have a very memorable Christmas, but I was telling them I don't remember a lot from my childhood. So tell them why. I won't cry yet.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. The most. Y'all may remember when we talked about the dog attack last year. I made the comment that it was the most traumatic thing that any of us had ever experienced, and then I said, no. It was the second most traumatic thing that Patty had ever experienced. And so, we won't need to dwell on this.
Well, just say it.
Yeah.
And then we'll go on.
Patty lost her dad on Christmas Day when she was 8 years old.
So, 8.
8 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway.
But anyway, I don't always get emotional, though, so it just struck me tonight. So.
Yeah. But Christmas was a difficult time for Patty for a long time. But God.
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
But once she was born again, it became an easier memory to deal with. But anyway, so probably not what y'all had in mind when you asked that question.
Well, I mean, she didn't really ask your favorite Christmas memory, and I just,
Well, what?
I started to tell him how I don't have a lot, I guess because of the traumatic event and everything, I don't have much of a memory from when I was younger. I just don't.
That's probably
why.
It. Yeah. Except she loved to go camping.
Yeah. Oh, well, Pia's getting a bread machine. Congratulations,
Yay.
Pia.
Well, look, how about on a happy note, you want to look at a baby goat?
Well, but I want to answer the question about the square box.
Oh, yeah.
And do you have, actually, Tommy's got some pictures of my boxes. Why don't you show the mustard greens right quick?
They survived. Remember, y'all? They were blanketed in snow.
Yeah, this is Terry asked this. Terry, this is a 4-foot by 12-foot. And you don't want to go any wider than 4 foot. I'm tall and lanky, long arms, and so I can reach across this bed very comfortably. Because you're going to have to pick the middle, and the only way to get to the middle is from the sides, because you don't walk in raised beds. So, if you're short, have short arms, you might even consider making it 3.5. Because you are going to be leaning over, picking and everything. That box is 12 foot long, and so just for our space, we made them 12 foot long. But in reality, I guess it depends on how you're going to be gardening and stuff. Like I said, you're not going to walk on the boxes, and if you doubled that and made it 24 foot long, you're talking about having to go all the way around sometimes for things. I think I would always keep mine 4 foot by 12 foot. I like that size. I have some 4x8 boxes. I like my 4x12s better.
And they're not exactly 4 feet, because I was going to say there's two considerations when you're trying to decide the size of anything that you're going to build. One of them is the usefulness of it. Or the utility of it. Patty's already talked about that. Meaning you don't want it so wide you can't reach across it. You can't reach the middle of it. So that way, if you can reach the middle, you can get everything in the box. The second consideration is the size of available materials. Well, those boxes are roughly 4 by 12.
That's exactly
because you know what?
Right.
The sides are 12-foot boards, which when you buy a 12-foot board, they're probably not exactly 12 feet.
Right, and the inside
boards are half of 8-foot boards, but they're not probably really 8 feet.
Well, and plus when you put that board, the 4-foot board right there, you're taking off some, because we didn't put them on the outside, we put them on the inside, huh?
Yeah, so you're adding. Either way.
But so it's not perfect, but it's not that big.
The point is, you can make a 12 by 4 box with 2 12-foot boards and 1 8-foot board, and that's a common length of material. So you go to the store and you buy 2 12s and 1 8. So hey, what about if you want to make it 4 by 8? Go get 3 8-foot boards, and you got your 2 sides, and then you cut the other one in the middle, and make it roughly. So those are the two considerations on your box sizes. You going to show some more pictures? I just want to get rid of that.
Okay. Terry says that she's going to be growing 20 different things. There are some things you're not going to want to plant right next to each other in the box. I don't want my box of mustard greens to confuse you, because it's full of mustard greens. Let me show you this box here. And this is about half of a 12-foot box, or maybe not quite half.
Little less.
And I'm putting the mouse here where you can see, but let me tell you, up in the upper right-hand corner, that is radish. Next to the radish is some mixed lettuce, salad mixed lettuce, and what's closest to the bottom is kale. So, you don't have to have a separate box for separate things, but you're going to want to plant tall things with tall things. Maybe peppers and tomatoes in the same box, or maybe a whole box devoted to peppers. Right here?
Yep, that's kind
But anyway, so I didn't want that to confuse you. Let's see. Lois, is this Lois Ann? Lois Ann?
Yeah.
Okay, she said she has 3x3. That's a good size because you could get 6-foot boards and cut them in half. Actually, at Home Depot, what was that? What did I make lately? The last thing I made, I can't remember what it was. I needed some boards, and I had to go get them. And so I got I can't remember what it was that I got. Maybe it was this cabinet. But I got them to cut the boards at Home Depot for me where they could fit in the van. So if you don't have a vehicle...
Plus, you were sneaking. You didn't want me to know you were doing it.
Yeah, it don't seem like it was this. But anyway, whatever it was, the boards were too long to go in my van. And I got them to cut them to size for me. And, you know, it works amazing. So don't let not having a truck or a vehicle that can haul long boards stop you. I'm going to have to go get a cough drop.
Yeah, if you've got, a supply yard that'll cut it for you. You know.
But, and I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't want to cut 100 boards for me. But especially if you go and you catch them when they're not busy, you know, they'll help you out there. So, and I just want to tell, let's see, I know it was Terry. Said this is their first Christmas without her husband, which I know that makes it for a very, very hard Christmas. And I'm sorry, but my feed has gone up. But somebody said they lost their grandfather was killed in a railroad on Christmas Eve. So, and that was part of their grandmother. That makes it very hard.
Speaking of that, weren't we? Was it Terry that we prayed for last week? The grandmother. Anyway,
I can't remember.
I'm sorry. I'm terrible about that. But anyway, she commented on the video to thank everyone for their prayers, that her grandmother slipped away peacefully, and that the Lord was gracious, and she was very, very, very thankful for that.
Okay, wait a minute. Part-time Permy says 4-foot width is also great if you want to hoop them. Which,
good idea. Right.
You could buy 10-foot. What's ECM? What's ECM, y'all? Part-time permies. And bend it to make hoops to fit the 4-foot beds, and you can grow things most of the year. That's right. It's going to be like a small hoop house. I've seen it done with PVC pipe, and I don't know if that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what that is.
But anyway, so that is a consideration where you live. Even here, if I were to do that, I really, my goal is to get my tomato plants going early. In fact, I ought to get some going right now, and so they would be really early, just a few to have early tomatoes. But anyway, I wanted to do that in my beds and to do the hoop and be able to start my tomatoes really
electric
early.
Conduit metal. Oh, and you get one of those
what is that?
Benders, pipe benders.
Oh, okay.
ECM. That's what Dave. Thanks, David Sharrow. Hey, Lawana. Going way back.
Who's Lawana?
Well, it's actually Tony's. I don't know how much publicity she wants, but
oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Lawana and I went to elementary school together.
Okay, wow.
And looking at all this gray hair, how does that make you feel, Lawana? Anyway, I hope you all are doing well.
I bet she don't have gray hair.
I bet she don't. The last photos I saw over on Facebook, she didn't. It's not fair, Lawana, but anyway, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Nope. So look, we got some stuff here.
Oh yeah. Well, since we're talking about gardening, do you want to go ahead and finish showing what I harvested today?
Yeah, we can.
I actually went ahead. I was out in the garden looking at the mustard greens and everything, and I saw that the horseradish was dying down, so I went ahead and dug it. You can't really tell a lot by that because there's just dirt on it, and I just was lazy, and I thought, it's raining a lot. I'm going to let the rain wash it for me. So I've got some pretty good sized roots, and I don't know if you can see in about the middle of the screen to the right a little bit, you can see some string looking things.
Right where Patty's pointing.
Yeah, right where I'm pointing. Anyway, that's small roots, and I'm going to take those and plant them out somewhere and see. I guess they'll grow their roots, so...
I took a picture of this box where you just got your leaves in it.
No, that's well, the chickens have been in there. I've got strawberry plants in that box.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. And here's your green onions.
No, that's not green onions. That's my
garlic.
Garlic.
That all been cut off with scissors.
The goats trimmed it, yeah.
All right. So, y'all remember... we had a little winter hatch. They'll walk out there and there's a hen with 6 biddies.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, she hasn't kept all 6, but would you believe it? She's still got 3. And they're doing well.
Nice, just a chirping and all out there.
No, I didn't steal that street sign. It came up in the creek. Yeah, so, and then I thought I'd give everybody a little glimpse of Sebastian. I'm sorry it's kind of dark in there. It's in the barn.
You see, we got our hay out. That's what we did this week.
Yeah, we got some hay put out for him
Tommy
to
went
bed down in.
Hay. Yeah, and we
cleaned. He is so fine. Look at the little wavy hair on his back.
He's pure Nubian.
Get out of the way, Blackie. Yep, he's pure Nubian. But he is so fine. That's Sebastian Osorio.
And we raked out the stalls. We haven't got them all cleaned out because we're not using the one where we had the chicks right now. And so we got all the manure raked out of that. Tommy got 2 bucket loads with the tractor, and I got my little wheelbarrow full of it. So we got to get that put in the garden. So.
Your neighbor's watching.
Which one?
Pat Milton.
Hey, Pat.
We just rode by your house.
We did yesterday.
Your mom and daddy's house. Anyway, yesterday,
yeah.
Pat.
Wow.
And, boy, Baker looks a lot different. It's been a long time since we've been down there. Hey, Tara, thank you for sharing.
Oh, and that's what, Pat, that was so crazy. You know, we've talked a little bit about our childhoods and everything. Your mom and dad's house looks so different because, you know, I mean, heck, it's been, you know, I'm 50 now, and, you know, the old trees in the subdivision we lived in, they had old, big trees when we were little, you know, and everything, and now they've, you know, gotten old and rotten or this or that, and so his mom and daddy, the trees are cut from in front of their house, and it makes it look so different.
It's like a whole different, different landscape.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So something else we've had going on. Did I interrupt you?
Well, no, I was just thinking about telling them the story about when Julie was telling us about when Daddy had the rotten tree in the front yard.
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This was a little reminiscing when we were down there yesterday.
Yeah, Julie said that there was a tree right in the middle of the front yard. In fact, what brought it up is because I remember that Daddy planted this little bitty tree, and it seemed like it was little bitty forever. You know, stayed small around. And I mean, yesterday, it's just like, it's like that big around. And I said, boy, Daddy would be proud of that tree, you know, that he planted. And Julie said, yeah. So the reason he planted it is because when we moved here, and this was before I was born, that there was a dead tree, a oak tree there, but it was rotten in the bottom. And so he called to have it cut down. And instead of coming and cutting down the tree in Mom and Daddy's front yard, they cut down the neighbor's tree in their front yard. So, anyway, everybody say hey to Corey. Anyway, so can you imagine? That'd be terrible.
Yeah. So right quick, like, y'all remember we used that NRCS program to get fencing for the goats. Figure, why not? We pay taxes. Well, that deal came with some watering facilities, and so we get 2 watering facilities, and they've got some we're getting ready to pour the foundation. If you can see in the on the back side of that frame, let's say the second T-post from the right of your screen, you can see where we've already got the pipe stubbed up. My buddy, our buddy Bill Arnold, I hadn't seen Bill. Is he in here?
I hadn't seen him.
Anyway, Bill laid the plumbing for us, and we got water out there, and that's going to be concrete. It's called a high traffic area, and it's going to be huge. But anyway, we got 2 of them. The other one is over inside a wooded area. That one's a little bit smaller. You have to have 10 feet on each side of the water trough. Unless you can put it up against the fence. So we've got 2 sides against the fence. And just to show you how far that pipe runs, that plumbing comes from way back behind, behind the house. And so it's, I don't know, 400 feet, 500 feet, something like that.
I don't know.
And I think, well, we were going to be pouring concrete tomorrow, but don't look like we're going to be doing that.
Oh, I didn't
We'll have to
realize
wait
that.
on it to dry out because getting the trucks to it is going to be a trick.
Let me address a couple of things right quick. Deep South said that they need to dig their horseradish up now. You said her plants are dead after the snow. Yeah, that's what I think got to mine too. But yeah, they say once the leaves start dying back and everything, it's time to dig. So, and it didn't. You saw my leaves. There was still some green ones and everything, but they were starting to die back. So that's why I went ahead and dug them. Anyway, and Terry said that she's in South Carolina. What would be a good first planting to do? Now, Terry, I'm not quite sure I understand what your question is. If you mean the first. I really don't understand. You gotta look in your area. I'm not sure, like the times of planting and everything. I won't plant anything until I'll kind of see how it's going. But like April will be when I start planting my stuff in the ground and stuff like that. And some things like my okra, I'll even wait till May to plant till the ground warms up some. Unless I do plants again, which I really like doing the plants, so I probably will do that. Or if you mean the first thing that you should plant, usually English peas are one of the first things that you can plant. I've only planted them one time last year, and I do plan on planting more. Danny and Wanda, though, they have a lot of videos over there on Deep South explaining how to do sweet peas and everything, which I will be re-watching them again before I get going with my peas and everything. Because I really want to be able to put some peas up because we like green peas, and I don't hardly buy them because I like them canned. And,
certainly. We certainly highly recommend Danny over at Deep South Homestead and Old Alabama Gardener.
Yeah.
Speaking of Deep South Homestead, Danny or Wanda is telling me that Part-Time Permies asked a question.
I know.
But I don't see it.
I'm trying to get to it.
I can't find it.
Oh, I can't find it either. But
I see where they're having a conversation with Coco and with Terry
Coco
Simmons
asked
Strato
about if we can dehydrate the horseradish to sell. I don't know. I haven't done a lot of research with that. I know once I blend it up, that's when the heat comes, the longer it sits blended up, then you have to add your vinegar to it to kind of stop the heat process. I don't know exactly how. I know it keeps in the refrigerator a long time, and just the roots themselves will keep if they're not chopped up for a little while. So, let's see. Can I ask what program you use to be able to switch from video to photo on your live feed? There you go.
We use Wirecast. You can also do it with OBS. OBS Studio. Well, OBS Studio I think is the Mac version, and I'm on a Mac.
And Coco said, "Oh, okay, that was really a typo. Okay, I thought she was being silly. A Weston, and I didn't know what that was. That's why I was going back looking for his comment because I couldn't figure out what she was talking about. So anyway, yeah.
Y'all, we're terrible at. Hey, cousin Randy. Hey, Mandy. We're terrible at catching these questions. We're not ignoring you. We're just terrible at divided attention.
And then I got to get him to stop talking where I can.
Yeah, and we got to sing here in a minute too. But
is it that time?
Yeah,
well,
it's that time. It's 8:50 already. But if we don't answer your question, please either email us or leave a comment on the video afterwards, and we'll get to you. By the way, I'm behind on comments. Just schedule's been nuts lately, and I hate that, but we'll catch up.
And
Bear with us.
Two Family says they don't dig up their horseradish in Ohio. Well,
how you eat it?
I mean, maybe they just pull it when they want it or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting.
Oh, okay. Papa's Hobby Homestead says, when do you plant seeds for your tomatoes and pepper starts? I will plant my seeds.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying hey.
I know, but you interrupted me. Just wait.
I was talking to Stephanie. I wasn't talking to you.
I'm going to start elbowing you. Anyway, what I was saying is that I usually, my goal is to do that in January, which, February, March, April, where I'll have maybe some good size plants to set out and everything. And I will set out a few things by having the boxes. I can cover them and everything if we do get a late freeze or something like that. So anyway, I'm excited. I'm already starting to itch. I've ordered some different seeds. They're coming in tomorrow. So.
Hey, Darren.
Hey, Darren Mullins. It's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
Anyway.
Listen, we need to pray for Sheila over at Quake Lake. She lost her mom last night.
Oh.
And
so
that means that this time of year is going to be difficult for Sheila and them coming up.
Right.
So,
that's right.
Let's do that right now, shall we?
Yeah.
Lord, we just appeal to your grace, and we are living testimonies of your grace. Mm-hmm. Patty is a testimony of your grace, that even a terrible loss at this time of the year, Lord, you can heal that wound. Mm-hmm. And so, Lord, we just lift up Sheila and her family and everyone touched by the loss of her mother, and just pray that you would be the God of all comfort, which is who you are. And that you would send the Comforter, which is who you are. You're not the God of comfort. You are comfort, Lord, and we just lift them up to you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thanks for that reminder, Deep South. I did see it. That was one of the few things that caught my eye there.
Okay. Danny says, Deep South says, your DH...
I have no idea what they're talking about.
You've messed up. A surprise.
Thanks. Thanks for letting me know. Surely it was something you ordered, dear.
I know. I was feeling bad because I couldn't remember what it is.
That's my bad, because what I should have done was I should have sent a message to say, don't say anything about it. It's my fault. I'm not mad.
Well, I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it'll come to me.
Yeah. All right, let's sing. You want to?
Yeah, I was just looking
Danielle, we're in Mississippi.
Oh, sugarcane.
Good guess.
Because Amy just said she got some.
Good guess. That ain't it.
Well, you should have just let me believe it's it, baby.
That's
then
it.
I'll quit guessing.
All right. Quit.
I can't help it. It just like comes to me.
All right, you ready? We're going to sing. This is one of my favorite little Christmas songs. I meant to look up the history. The words and the music were written in like 1898, I think. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm looking at some notes, but anyway, it's written in the voice and the sound of like a slave singing about Christmas. So here we go. I better drink some water. Talk for a minute while I listen. Drink some water.
I'm just going to be following Tommy, so my words will be a little bit behind his probably because he didn't print me out anything. We don't have our printer over here hooked up yet, so.
Sweet little Jesus boy, they made you be born in a manger. Sweet little holy child, didn't know who you was, didn't know you'd come to save us, Lord, to take our sins away. Our eyes was blind, we couldn't see, we didn't know who you was. Long time ago, you was born in a manger low. Sweet little Jesus boy, the world treat you mean, Lord, treat me mean too. But please, sir, forgive us, Lord. We didn't know it was you. Sweet little Jesus boy, born long time ago. Sweet little holy child, and we didn't know who you was. You know, I think we still don't know who he was, who he is. Because, you know, we celebrate Christmas time, and it ain't about dates. It's not about whether he was born in December, on December 25th. I don't care about all that. So don't be sending me nasty emails about pagan holidays and all that. We are celebrating the incarnation of the God of heaven. And he did come as a little baby. But he's not a little baby anymore. And he's not a carpenter anymore. Around Easter time, we will celebrate the most amazing thing that ever took place, the crucifixion and the resurrection. He's not on the cross anymore. He's not on the cross anymore. He is on the throne. And he is the God of heaven. Just like he was before, he was incarnated into that little baby. And so I just appreciate the little nugget of truth in that old spiritual song, Sweet Little Jesus Boy, because we didn't know who he was. Yep. If they'd have known who he was, they wouldn't have killed him.
That's right.
And well, they didn't kill him. He was not murdered. Yeah. He laid down his life, and he picked it up again. That's Hallelujah. Right. So anyway,
Terry says, "What's the name of the song? Isn't it Sweet Little Jesus
Boy?" Sweet Little Jesus Boy, yeah. And who was it? I saw that it's been recorded before. Dottie McClurkin, maybe.
Never heard that name.
I'm not sure, but I just love it, and I've always thought about I've always wanted to sing it. Did I ever sing it in my overalls? Always wanted to. You know, like when we have Christmas song singings at church, I always wanted to go up there in my overalls and you know, with a straw hat and sing it that way. But I just love it. I don't know. I just love it. Hey, Kirk Schiefelbein.
Hey, Kirk.
Man,
he used to be my hairdresser.
Blast from the past.
Did you really not get many sugar cane?
I don't know. I guess you'll just have to wait and see.
Well, if you didn't, you need to tell him to get some. He just said that he only has a little bit left.
Yeah, I guess.
If you didn't get many, Danny, if that's not what Tommy ordered, send some anyway, and he'll pay you for it. Because I want to plant some. I've got some, but I want to plant some of your kind too.
All right. So we need to go.
Hey, orphan lady.
All righty. So thank you guys for joining us. And Kurt, now that you're here, we're leaving.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's not on purpose. We're typically on from 8 to 9 p.m. Central. And we're running just a little bit over, but we just...
No, it's not. Yeah,
it is. Look right here, 9 o'clock.
Bandana Grandma, I'm so glad you were here.
Thank you, Grandma. We love you, hon. The most huggable neck in the universe. Bandana Grandma. So we just got time to remind you. Sorry, was you going to say something?
Oh, I was thinking how bad my hair looked when
it looks
Kirk
fine.
was on here.
Oh, yeah. Whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do all to the glory of God. You can find that in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 31, if you want to read it in context, which you should. You should read everything in context. What were you saying?
I was thinking about how bad my hair looks when my old hairdresser was on here. But I do fix my hair sometimes, just hardly ever.
Yeah, if you'd have been on here right at the beginning of the show, you'd have heard the hairdryer going.
Yeah, because I did.
She just cut my hair right before the show.
Yeah, because I'm a hairdresser now.
Well, and she's a barber.
Just for family.
And I told her she didn't have time to get a bath before
I had greasy hair, and I was just like, no, I've got to wash my hair. It was. I mean, it's just a fact of life. It happens, you know. So
you got a double smiley face from Kirk on that.
Oh, good.
So, man, Kirk, I hope you're doing good. I've seen you on Facebook. You got a little gray hair in those locks too, pal.
Do you still have long hair?
Well, it's longer than mine.
Yours is super short.
You don't have this much gray hair, though, do you, Kirk? But, you know, in China, gray hair is revered.
I wonder how old Kirk is, because he used to cut my hair when I was in high school.
I don't know. He's at least in his 30s.
Yeah, he's going backwards because I'm 50. What if he's still doing... Are you still doing hair, Kirk? No.
No, I don't know. I think he said...
Yes. Oh, he said he's doing good. He said, yes, good.
Yeah.
No, that you...
But Kirk, are you still doing hair? We got a little delay going here. And Julie said, Merry Christmas, everybody. 30, he's 39. And 39 and holding, right? Is that right? Yeah. So Patty's sister Julie said, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yep. And Julie's going to be with us Christmas Eve.
Evie, Patty's other sister, Evie, you might ought to jump in there and say, Merry Christmas, everybody. And then I could say, right. Evie said that too. Yeah, Kirk's still doing it. Oh, in Prairieville.
Oh, wow. Okay, wow.
You must be next door neighbors with Kel. Not the Kel from Australia.
Well, of course it wouldn't be from Australia.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well.
At his house, very cool.
Oh,
when
good
we moved
for you.
up here, I renewed my license for Mississippi, and I have a little beauty shop that I did hair here for a little while. But when the grandbaby came, and you know what? Somebody
you too, Kirk.
asked.
Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Somebody asked earlier what our grands call us, and we only have one, and he calls me Money, and Tommy Pawpaw.
Pawpaw. Yep.
Because
Patty's sister Evie says, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes, Evie says Merry Christmas, too.
All right.
So.
We're over time, but let me remind you about next week. Some of you folks who came in late, if you come in late, we just sang a song, Kurt. Did you just get here?
What are you talking
He says, how about a song? We just sang a song. We're going to sing next week again.
Well, maybe you need to sing another one.
Chestnuts roasting
You don't know all
on an
that
open
song.
fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
I don't know the signs for this.
Yuletide carols being sung by a fire, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe will help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this little phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
You did great.
You didn't know I knew that whole song.
Yeah, you did so good.
I've heard it about 3 times today.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not Bing Crosby, Kevin. That's Nat King Cole, man. Thanks, though. I appreciate it, Kevin. So, Kurt, next time it is, Kurt wants you to do some harmony.
Yeah.
We come on at 8 p.m.
hands.
Central, but next week is Christmas Eve. So, if you're busy and can't join us, we get that. But we're going to come on, and we're going to be on probably half an hour. We'll see how it goes, but we're planning just a little abbreviated show. We should have family here. And they don't know it yet, but they're going to be singing too.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to have a family sing.
We're going to have a little family singing. And, let's see. I don't know. I don't know another one. So,
wait, somebody asked something and I forgot what it was. Oh, and Coco, I did say money, M-O-N-E-Y. Tommy has tried to say it was money and stuff like that.
Initially, it was money.
He calls me money, and
I spell it M-A-H-N-E-E, but Patty insists it's money.
It's M-O-N-E-Y. Okay, with a capital M.
It don't matter what he calls it.
I said, I don't care what he calls me as long as he calls me. But look, the funny story how we found that out, Chelsea had called me because I kept him all during the week while she was in school. And she called me on the weekend and said, Mama, have you been teaching Tomas about money? And I said, no. Why? She said, he's walking all over the apartment saying money, money, money. And I said, no. So the next weekend or next week, Julie was up here. And either I had gone back over to our trailer or something, and there's a picture of me and my two sisters, me, Julie, and Evie. And Tomas pointed to my picture and said money. And so that's how we figured out he's talking about me. So anyway, I am money, and I guess unless my other kids don't like it or train their kids to call me something different, I guess I'm going to be money to all of them. And people think it's because they say, oh, they know where the money comes from, but no. Money, no. That's not why. What song?
All right, they want to do another one, so I'm going to try this one.
Okay, but I don't know all the words.
That's right.
Kirk, I don't sing.
Y'all put me on the spot.
I don't sing for people, but I sing with my hands.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look in the 5 and 10, glistening once again, with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. Oops, I missed that one. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dazzle will talk and we'll go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to... I should have never even tried that.
No, you was doing it.
Yeah, but I was about to choke to death. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, the one in the park as well, the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will
Ring.
Soon the bells will get hocked up. Soon the bells will start. And the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. That's enough. I should have done it like Johnny Mathis. Y'all want to hear my Johnny Mathis impression? Here's my Johnny Mathis impression. Oh, God, I'm as helpless as a hidden in a tree.
Why are you doing that?
Kirk will get it. Some people will get it.
I don't get it. Y'all must be older than me. Anyway.
Yeah, water. I needed water, Kirk. I shouldn't have done that. I was just... Kirk got it.
Coco, I used to could sign pretty fast, but I didn't know. I mean, like... You know, I know mostly church signs and everything, like toys. I don't know the sign for toys. I guess you just spell it. I don't know.
No, we're way over. So if you got to go, just go. We'll forgive you. Oh, Kevin got it too. Kevin Van Norman got it.
I'm sure a lot of people got it.
Johnny Mathis it had this way of singing where his voice would kind of cut out, you know, in the middle of singing. And there was who was it? There was a comedian, John Bynum. Does that sound right, Kirk? That actually what I was doing was imitating that comedian making fun of Johnny Mathis. And but yeah, his voice would just cut out, but it was part of, you know, Aaron Neville kind of has that little quality to his voice where it just kind of goes silent and these little bits and pieces in the song, but that's what makes it him. All right, I can't think of another one that I know well enough to.
I'm so sorry, P.S. She said they lost their little Ben Monday night. I'm so sorry. So very sorry.
That's sad.
Okay, I guess we better run.
I guess we better go. We're like way over.
There's Kathy. Hey,
I
Kathy.
can't believe I got almost through that. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that uses the wish of Barney and Ben. That's my mouth don't go that fast.
Well, Andy, it's just because I guess I just don't pay attention to all that stuff.
What?
Andy said that he said, Miss Patty. He calls me Miss Patty. You must need to quit calling me Miss Patty because if you get it, you must be like an older person in a young body. Anyway, no, he said I'm only 28 and I got it.
Biner, yeah, Biner. That's right. Good to see you too, Kurt. All right, so.
Thank y'all for being here and watching.
Danielle Yoder, yes, we do still have guinea hogs. I don't have any for sale.
Some?
No, I don't have any for sale. They're for personal use.
Oh.
But we've whittled down. I've got some some guinea hog. I've got a handful of guinea hog potbelly crosses that I would be willing to talk to you about. But the pure guinea hogs are not for sale. So,
anyway.
Kurt's going to tune in again.
Well, good.
Thank you.
I'm glad.
Good.
Thank you so much.
We'll have to.
All right.
And there's Howard Ward. Howard's here, so we can leave. Sorry, Howard. I know. Howard, people used to say me and Howard were like twins. That's bad news for you, Howard. Nah. Well, thank you, Kathy. All right, so we're going to sign off now, finally. We keep saying we're going, but we're going.
Yep, really gotta go.
And we really have to go. So you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Actually, you can. You can stay in the chat box for just a few minutes. And oh, here we go.
I'm gonna lose my train of thought. No, if y'all don't forget to tune in Christmas Eve if y'all aren't busy. We'd love to have y'all.
Yep, we'd love to have you for an abbreviated show, most likely. And we appreciate you as always.
See, you're talking more, so making it take longer.
Bye.
Good night, y'all.
Look at the camera, dear.